Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Now, right now, I'm going to do a little quick experiment real quick that everybody can do on computer or their phone or whatever like that, so they can understand that scientists don't even know what they're talking about. And we're going to use their words to let them know. Because, for an example, you can go up to a scientist, right, and be like, you know, I see my visions. And they're going to be like, they're going to come up with all these technical terms and come up with all these logical things of how you see and how you visualize and things. But then when you tell them, no, I actually see my visions outside of me, they're going to look at you as crazy. Then they're going to come up with all types of terms and names how you need to be in a mental asylum. And I bet if it's a scientist that's watching this right now or atheist, they're going to say you goddamn right. Well, I'm finna use the words right now to let you know how y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. It's almost like a thing like a person can explain to you something but haven't experienced it themselves. So what they're truly explaining, they truly not explaining anything. So let's do this experiment. All right, let's start off with darkness. Now, darkness, right? Now, this is going to correlate to light is made up. And this whole thing is going to get people to understand that light is made up, light is created, right? And light is a form of a body, the physical world. And this is what's going to get everybody to understand that. Now, check this out. Now, and we live in a vision. We live in an imagination that's agreed upon by collective conscious. And that once it's agreed upon for so long and everybody add their vibrations to it, it becomes solid in many ways and matter. Now check this out. Darkness. What is darkness? The partial or total absence of light. So that's darkness. The total, keywords. Now look, I want you to pay attention. The first description is always going to be the made up one. The second one is always going to be the one closer to truth. Not saying it's the 100% truth, but the second definition is always correlated to truth because it's more dealing with you. So anytime something is describing you, is more correlated to truth. Anytime it's describing something outside of you, then that was made up. That's the part that was made up and created. So understand that the first dimension was created. I mean, the first definition was created. The second definition is closer to truth because it's correlated to you. But we need to remember the first definition because these are the ones that's logically coherent, and these are the ones that scientists is trying to preach and teach in all the schools and things of that nature. So understand this, but keep the second definition in your mind, because the second definition is going to give you more understanding of what we're actually doing once we go through all these definitions. And the first one is going to show you what we're actually creating. So let's get into it. Darkness, a partial or total absence of light. So keep that in mind. That's what darkness is. Now, the second definition is wickedness or evil. Even though the light is evil, but when we get into that, it's still more closer to truth. We find more truth within these the second definitions because it's correlated to you. So darkness, the partial of total or absent of light. So now we need to know what light is. What the fuck is light? Light is a natural agent that stimulates sight and make things visible. So don't get lost and confused into the illusion of the part that says stimulates sight and makes things visible. It says natural agent. What the fuck is a natural agent? Now look, let's go to the second definition. It say understanding of a problem or mystery, enlightenment. So that's more correlated with truth right there. Now, we finna utilize this second definition and understand how does it apply to the first definition. Now let's utilize our enlightenment to see what the fuck is going on with the first definition. Now, the natural agent that stimulates sight and makes things visible. So first of all, this is, if you spiritually inclined, you have to ask this. What the fuck is being made visible? Because we got this fucking natural agent right here. So what the fuck is being made visible? Is it the light? Is the light making things visible, or is the light creating visibleness? You see what I'm saying? Is the light making things visible, or is the light creating the things that appears to be visible? See, we have to start asking these questions. Now look, first of all, what the fuck is a natural agent? So let's see what the fuck is going on with this, with a natural agent right here. So natural, what's natural? Existing in or caused by nature, not made or caused by humankind. Now, like I said, that was created. Let's go to the second definition. Of or in agreement with the character or makeup of or circumstances surrounding someone or something. Now, what does that mean? That means an agreement. That means a collective conscious of us. We agree on an idea. That's the character or the makeup of it, or the circumstance and surroundings of it, right? Or someone or something. So basically, what's natural is nothing but a collective conscious of something that we all agree on, a worldview. If I was to wake up and say, which the light is evil and darkness is good, and then everybody agree to them terms or conditions, that's a worldview that was created, and then that will become natural. So all the character and makeup and circumstances surrounding that idea, we will perceive that as natural. Now, this is what gets into my video I probably made a year ago, that I was telling y'all that everything in nature ain't natural. See, just because natural got the word nature in it, that AL was added on. And anytime something is added and brought down, it's more weight to it. So it's brought down into more density. So it got more meanings and it lose the strength. So everything in nature ain't natural. Natural is things that's extended and created onto nature. So I take it as far as to say, when y'all looking at trees and all this motherfucking shit, just because it's natural, that don't mean that shit was part of nature. You see what I'm saying? Everything in nature ain't natural. And we need to go as far as to the shit we eating, as far as plants and fruits and all that shit too. See what I'm saying? We're real spiritually inclined over here. Now, understand this. Now, natural, right? The AL. The A, when you look at the definition of that, that's pointing to something for the first time. This is why you have to understand creator. They always single out the letter A. A is always the first of something. You know what I'm saying? Pointing to something for the first time. Now, L, we all know what L is. Elohim, electricity, light, illusion, law. So this is pointing to an illusion, pointing to light, pointing to the Elohim, nature pointing to light. So this is nature pointing to the physical realm, which is the physical realm is unnatural. But y'all call it natural. Everything in nature ain't natural. See what I'm saying? Now, for the most part, let's just look at it, because they're saying that light is a natural agent. So natural is, let's use their logical coherent term. Okay, existing in or caused by nature, right? So, but we know what nature is. That ain't nothing but a collective conscious that we all agree on, a worldview. You see what I'm saying? We all agree that that's a tree. We all agree that that's a fruit. So that's what we perceive as nature. But we know what's natural isn't nothing but something that's existing or caused by nature. And what is nature? Caused by our agreeing on imaginations. We all collectively agree on an imagination. So that's what nature is. And natural is shit that's created up out of that. The natural, you see what I'm saying? So it's an extension. So existing in or caused by nature, not made or caused by humankind, but the human mind. That's what they really mean to say. But for the most part, that's what natural is. Shit, an existing in or caused by nature, not caused by humankind. Now, what's an agent? An agent is a person who acts on behalf of another person or a group. So this is a natural agent. So a natural is something that's in nature, acting as something else. That's what an agent is. You see what I'm saying? An agent is a person, a thing that's in, because that's a natural is something that's existing in nature, and an agent is something that's playing that part. It's playing the role of something that's existed in nature. Now, let's go to the second definition. A person or thing that takes an active role and produces, keyword, produces a specific effect. See, we're getting closer and closer to letting y'all know that y'all are creating light. Y'all creating light, and everything that y'all consciously aware of, and all the actions and things that y'all put into, all that gas go into the form of the fucking sun. And y'all let the sun become a bigger being. Y'all let the sun become a vessel that y'all created as a spirit bomb, and then y'all let a bigger shapeless, formless, odorless, non-flammable gas be able to, that's smarter than y'all, be able to use that as a vessel and keep y'all up under its rotation. But that's because that ain't nothing but a big vessel that y'all created in the sky, that sun. Now listen, alright. Now an agent, a person who acts on behalf of another person or a group. So a natural agent. A natural is existing in or caused by nature. Now, and it's existed in or caused by nature, and an agent is a person who acts on that behalf. So right here we got a spirit, or we got people who are complacent things into that. You see what I'm saying? A natural agent. A natural agent is a spirit playing the role of something you see in the physical realm, which will be light. And how was it created? You see what I'm saying? It's still not telling you how light is created. It's saying light is a natural agent. But when we look at what is a natural agent is something that's existing in or caused by nature. And we know that's in the mind, because nature ain't nothing but something we all agree on. And we all have to agree within our imagination, our mind, what we perceive. So that's what nature is. So spirit, it could be a spirit or something like that, and the spirit is using something, or is becoming an agent for something, and it's showing itself in forms of what we finna get to, light. That's what a natural agent is. So a natural agent creates a light, a perception for you. That's it, and it's from nature, and it creates this perception for you to see, or to quote unquote visualize. But now we have to see, what is seeing? What is sight? Sight, the faculty of power of seeing. What is seeing? Seeing, the action of seeing someone or something. So it's an action. So it's just an action. This is why I always say, as an astrologer, the sun correlates to your actions, the way you act, how you see things, in any form of light and illusion. So as an astrologer, you kind of already understand this. Now, visions. It's able for you to visualize. That's what, so for you to visualize, it's an action. So what is visions? The faculty or the state of being able to see. Now let's go to the second definition. The experience of seeing someone or something in a dream or trance or a supernatural operation. So, what is that telling you? Everything that you see is an experience of seeing someone or something in a dream or trance or as a supernatural. Now, everything, what is that telling you? That's telling you that everything you see is supernatural. Everything you see is a dream. Everything you see is a trance. Because vision is the faculty or state of being able to see. What is seeing? Seeing is the action of seeing someone or something. You get seeing from sight. Sight is the faculty or power of seeing. You see what I'm saying? Light. Light illuminates what can be seen. What is light? Light is a natural agent. So, natural agent ain't nothing but a spirit creating lights to come into a shape and form to give you information to illuminate what you see. But what you see is truly a creation. So the light is creating what you see. The light ain't something that's making something bright for you to see something that's, you know what I'm saying, that's already there. The light is creating what's being seen, which is the illusion. And what's being seen is physical things. Things that you can run into, things that you can touch, things that you can see. And the lightest form of it is the word light, right? But the word light truly derives from light, as in weight, less density, something that's not going down, something that's going up and getting lighter in weight. So when you see something that's heavy, that's just a whole bunch of light that's condensed. When you see something that's light and something that can travel at the speed of light, that's something that has little to no mass, no weight to it, but it's still the physical creation. See what I'm saying? And scientists will tell you that you're wrong, but we just sat here and used they shit to prove how we're right as a soul group. Flake boss, bitch, goddamn, we're the truly illuminated ones.